In this video, we will use the llama-cpp-python library to create a custom class that lets us save and reuse the same llama model for multiple use cases. Given our instantiated LLM, we can create completions using create-chat-completion. If we look at the code here, in messages, there are a few components. The first component is the system message, whose content lets us instruct how the model will behave. We can follow that with an input from the user. After generating a result, we can append this result to the messages list to keep track of the conversation history. We could repeat this process multiple times and populate the messages list programmatically. But there is a more efficient way to do this. We can encapsulate this functionality in a class where we can also include the system prompt. With this class, we can use a single LLM to perform multiple unique tasks, as each class instance will have its own memory, system prompts, and contexts. We commonly refer to these instances as agents. Let's call our class agent. When we initialize the agent, we pass in a preloaded LLM initialized using the llama class. The second attribute we track is the system prompt, which is empty by default, but we can set the behavior of the model by passing in a string description of the system prompt here. Third, we track the conversation history, passing in an existing history record in the form of a list if it exists. At this stage, we prepend the system prompt to the history so our model class can behave in the way specified in the system prompt. To enable the agent class to run a completion using the provided LLM, we'll create a method, createCompletion. This method will take a user prompt and can take a max tokens field. It appends the prompt to the model history and use create-chat-completions with the updated history to get the LLM's response. The response is the first element of the output's choices. It then stores the result, a dictionary with the role and output text, in the history and returns the agent's reply. To create an agent instance, we first load a model using the llama class. We can have the agent class definition in this file or import it. We can then instantiate an agent with the system prompt of our choice. Now we can run a completion with this agent. It works. Because the agent has history, we can even continue the conversation with it. We had asked it to describe the Eiffel Tower, and it gave us a response. If we ask it to tell us more, it extends the prose while keeping the style intact.